What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Burress Law Life Friends podcast, episode 26.5. So just a reminder, the whole episodes are almost always about either the law firm or legal issues, but the half episodes are where we have the fun, Brian Mincher.
Yes, we do. Sometimes we're talking about fights. Sometimes we're talking about various sporting events. And today we're talking music.
I love the half episodes.
I do too. They're a lot of fun. I don't feel a great deal of pressure on any of them because I'm talking about the stuff we do.
Yes.
But these half episodes are just pure fun. Like we had to do a little bit of prep for the last deal, but when we show up and talk about a fight that is upcoming or who we think the Mount Rushmore of UFC fighters ought to be or any of those sort of things, those are just pure fun. And one of the things, how long did we know each other before we knew the other one played guitar? At least 2 years before we even knew that the other one played music.
And played, we're using very loosely.
Very loosely.
We
know almost all of our cowboy chords. I feel very confident in saying that we know all of the first position chords. And as anybody knows, if you know G, C, and D, you can play just about every song that's out there. And if you don't know those three, and you do know this one, then you got it covered. With those four chords, you can play literally thousands of songs. So, it turns out I've been playing music mostly in the winter whenever it's too cold to go fishing and do the other things that I generally like to do. I've played guitar ever since I was in college, and then I put it up every summer and have to relearn it every fall. And for those that don't know, was it Morgan's birthday?
Probably.
Okay. George brought over a guitar for one of your kids' birthdays, and I can't see a guitar and not pick it up, and so I picked up a guitar, and I didn't realize how good of a player George was till he comes over and he's just playing the snot out of that guitar.
Oh, he is.
And then I picked it up, was playing a little bit, and I think if I remember right, I think I was playing an old Townes Van Zandt song, "Waiting Around to Die," because it's one of the few that I could play without having to look at the words and music at the time. And I think that you walked in while I was playing it, and that was the first time you realized that I played. And I didn't know you played until that day either, so it was kind of fun because we'd worked together for quite a while. Before that.
I certainly back in the day used to play a lot of empty beer bottles. That's for sure. But what we're talking about is the 12th annual Burress Injury Law Picnic.
Yep.
Number 12, September 30th. I don't know the time yet. It's basically all day. I think it's going to start around probably 11 a.m. Going to go virtually the whole day. It's going to benefit. It's going to be in Adriatica next to our new building that we're finishing up. And, oh my gosh, it's going to be great. It's going to benefit the Love Life charity owned by the mayor, started by the mayor and the First Lady. And in addition, the Burress Family Foundation, and really our foundation does a few things. We provide scholarships to students in need. We help first responders, and we help the finest charitable endeavors in the communities that we serve. So really those are the three things that we're doing. So 2 beneficiaries this year. I think overall we're somewhere around $350,000 given to the charities in the picnic. And what's cool about that, and I always have to say this because Austin Cunningham, who is always a musician and kind of our MC at the picnics, he's done 11 of them. And I remember he asked me last year, he goes, wait, I just saw something on social media and it looked weird to me. He goes, it said that we never net out any of the expenses from the proceeds. He goes, that can't be true. Is that true? I'm like, Austin, you've been with me for 11 years. Surely you know that the law firm pays 100% of the expenses as it relates to the picnics and now more formalized into the Burress Family Foundation. And nothing, whether it's musicians, whether it's food trucks or snow cone machines or what administrative costs, nothing. The law firm pays for all of that so that 100% of everyone's donations goes directly to the beneficiaries. And in addition to that, there's a matching gift by the law firm. So I want to make that clear as well.
Well, and in fairness to Austin, the reason he was so surprised is literally nobody does that. He was surprised because he does a lot of benefits and he knows how the benefit racket works. And it is always recoup your expenses first. Then if there's anything left to give over, you go ahead and give it over to the charity. And we don't do it that way, and that makes it's one of the many things that makes our firm extraordinarily unique.
Yeah, and I think like an example makes sense. And just, I mean, like a couple years ago, we donated somewhere around $125,000. If it wasn't 125, it may have been 120 or 122, 123. But let's just say, like normally, if you raise $150,000, or let's just say you raise $120,000, then it costs you $40 to put on the event, then you end up donating $80. And so under that scenario, that's not the way we do it. Law firm pays for all that, and we donate $120. And then part of that is a matching gift as well. So it's real simple. I think it's real simple is that the firm takes care of all the expenses so that 100% of the donations goes to whatever the beneficiaries are. And we've, had many over the years, Love Life and Hugs and Burress Family Foundation. And so that is that, and that'll never change.
Yeah, and your donation dollar goes further with us than it goes anywhere else because of those reasons.
Absolutely. And so this year, I'm super excited because we have 5 bands so far. And that's if we don't start thinking. Right. Like if we start thinking, we'll realize we're at 5 and we got to get to half a dozen, because why would you not go to half a dozen? 5 is an odd number and you need an even number. But we have 5 bands who are going to perform, and we have, should we go ahead and list them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we've got Austin Cunningham. He's going to have his full band, which big deal. It'll be the 12th time that he's shown up and performed.
And Austin is amazing. If you haven't seen an Austin Cunningham show live, you need to show up just for that.
For sure. And then how about John Christopher Davis? John Christopher Davis will have his full band. Excellent. JCD, baby. JCD's great. We'll have Maley and the Mayor, the Maley Thomas Band. They will be there and rolling. And number 4, we've got a 4-time Grammy-nominated band, and you need to look them up on Amazon, Spotify. They're playing on 95.3 The Range right now. You know who they are?
Remind me?
Yarn.
Oh,
Y-A-R-N, Yarn. 4-time Grammy-nominated band. They're fantastic. They've been rolling for a while. They are a Brooklyn. They're all from Brooklyn. They're Americana country-based band, but they're now out of North Carolina. So they're going to be traveling all the way to Texas to show their talents, and they are fantastic. I'm telling you, go look up Yarn on Amazon, Pandora, or Spotify, and leave us a comment on what you think. We know that you will love them, but the main event...
the burying the lead.
The 100% star of this whole thing... it's the Whiskey Dreamers.
It's the Whiskey Dreamers. It's a fairly obscure band. I don't think a lot of people are aware of this band before today, seeing as how we are Whiskey Dreamers and we are announcing our existence right now. So if you weren't aware of it before now, don't feel bad. You're learning it along with everybody else.
We're too big for the Grammys.
Oh, way too big. Way too big. There's label artists, there's big-time independent artists, and then there's Whiskey Dreamers.
Whiskey Dreamers. And somebody named us, but I love the name. It's the greatest band name ever.
It is fantastic.
Our talent is surely not going to match the name.
No. The name is aspirational. It definitely not inspirational, but aspirational. No, we have a number of extraordinarily talented people at the firm, and one of our extraordinarily talented youngsters has a almost annoying ability to come up with lists of funny names and clever names. And so I put Griffin Schumack on the job, and within a day he had about 10 names for us to pick, and I think the clear winner was Whiskey Dreamers.
Whiskey Dreamers. So there you have it. So we have not rehearsed in the slightest.
Nope. We've got a loose set list. That's how far we've gotten.
In fact, I'm pretty sure right now our guitars are definitely not in tune with each other.
They're both in tune, but probably not to one another.
Yeah, probably not. But I think that we ought to play just a little bit of a song that we at least both like. I don't know if we'll play it.
All right, well, we work on
But
it.
I've got Tennessee Whiskey. What do you think?
I like it. You got the chords?
Maybe. I got it in the what you call the people's key of G.
There we go.
I used to spend my nights in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known.
But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and
brought me back from being too far gone. Big finish.
You do it.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Well, honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I don't think that was too bad.
Considering we have literally never tried that before, and I didn't know we were playing it until I saw it on your phone. Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's the only way I would remember the words. But what did you think? Did you like it or not? 2 thumbs up. I mean, he is paid to say that. But anyway, we hope you like it. If you don't like it,
if you don't like it, come out and make fun of us. If you do like it, come out and cheer. Either way, you're going to have a good time.
If you don't like it, donate more and we might stop. But
there you go.
I think we're going to have a good time.
Absolutely.
We're going to need lots of practice.
Lots of practice and lots of. We're going to try to come up with a set list that's got some some audience participation songs. So show up, bring your checkbook, and bring your sing along voice because we're going to have a good time.
There it is, episode 26.5 of the Burress Law Life and Friends podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Come out September 30th, 2023 in Adriatica on the west side, right in front of the new building, probably about 11 o'clock. We'll be serving food, drinks, fun, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see you then. Thank you.